students. Hey, I'm sorry. I've got to call Herta. I was so eager to get here that I didn't stop at home.
Sure.
Are Hans and Sophie back yet?
Well, they're not here. One second. Are they back yet? No, not yet. Typical Hans.
I brought the champagne.
Champagne? Hans has brandy in his bedroom.
I have class this afternoon.
What? And this isn't worth celebrating?
I'll go get the glasses then. Glasses? For the toast. What are we toasting? Whose bag is that? Oh, mine. Sorry. So, where are we off to next?
Do you ever just take a moment to enjoy a victory?
Victory? What victory? What happened?
Oh wait, we can't toast until everyone is here.
What are we toasting? Your brother and sister.
Oh, you should have seen it. That was amazing. It was practically raining leaflets.
It was amazing.
What did they do?
Victory has arrived.
Get in here. Don't they have a key?
About the fatherland, of comradeship, the union of the Germanic people, and love of the homeland. It impressed us, and we listened eagerly when such things were talked about on the streets or in school. And everywhere we heard that Hitler wanted to help the homeland back to greatness, happiness, and security. He would see to it that everyone had a job to go to and enough to eat. He wouldn't rest until every single German enjoyed independence, freedom, and happiness. But the government, or rather the party, controlled everything. The news media, arms, police, the armed forces, the judiciary system, communications, travel, all levels of education from kindergarten to universities, and all cultural and religious institutions. Political indoctrination started at a very early age and continued with the ultimate goal of complete mind control. Children were exhorted in school to denounce even their own parents for derogatory remarks about Hitler or Nazi ideology. We called ourselves the White Rose. With Hans as our leader, we carefully grew our organization by adding like-minded students. And by February of 1943, we had written and distributed 5 leaflets, which called for both passive and active opposition to the Nazi government. Copied on a mimeograph machine, approximately 100 copies of each leaflet were made and distributed around Germany. As the Gestapo maintained a strict system of surveillance, distribution was limited to leaving copies in public phone books, mailing them to professors and students, as well as sending them by secret courier to other schools.
What do you think?
What?
I made your edits.
Another one? At all points, we must oppose National Socialism wherever it is open to attack. And we must soon destroy this monster of a state.
Decent?
No.
What?
I think it's amazing. And using parts of Dad's old speeches right here, brilliant.
They're Thank you. I worked really hard on it, and I think
Run it
it's...
by Kristoff.
New draft?
Yes. And I think this is exactly
May
what...
I?
Please.
And we must destroy this monster of a state good. But why would anyone pick this up?
I don't understand.
Well, right now, this version looks like the page of a study sheet. We needed to catch people's attention, not look like the page out of a textbook.
Well, you'd pick it up.
Well, yes, but I'm an anomaly.
Give me 2 minutes. Alex,
Yes?
will you design something for me?
Better than anyone else.
Printer's working. What's next?
You're welcome.
We're getting there. Let me know. Can we get back to work?
You're doing so well, so.
I thought we were wrapping things up for the night.
Yes.
still have
All right,
class.
everyone. Good job, good work, and good night.
Are you sure we're ready?
Close enough.
Everyone wait. We're not going to make actual change if we don't do something big. I think we need to hit the university tomorrow. Sophie!
Absolutely not.
The university!
You said it yourself. We're not being heard.
What I meant was that the leaflets were not attractive enough.
Enough back alleys and darkened doorways. We're getting these copies out one by one when we could be dropping hundreds at the university.
What if someone sees us?
They won't.
And what if somebody is walking through the halls? What do we say then?
Then we'll say we're going to the bathroom.
Now, why tomorrow, huh?
Classes end for 2 weeks tomorrow. Are we really going to sit on this for 2 weeks, knowing we could blow the roof off of everything?
Dangerous.
I'm so tired of individual mailings and midnight postings. How do we know the right people are seeing this? People that we have a chance to
What
reach.
more do you want? Risking our futures being here isn't enough for you?
We are protecting ourselves when we should be taking risks.
Risks? Every day we walk through that door, we are risking more than enough.
So what's the plan? Tomorrow morning at 9:30, everyone will be in their classes. It'll be the perfect time. We'll take these leaflets and we'll put them outside of every doorway. It'll be all anyone's talking about for the rest of the day.
Okay. And how will these leaflets be concealed?
I'll keep them in my briefcase.
You?
No one will suspect me. This is how
That's
we'll do-
enough.
What?
We have a plan, and we stick to it. This is our system.
Our plan only works because we're playing it safe.
And why do you think we play it safe, huh? You're not thinking straight.
We have the power to influence the future of Germany
Please,
and to
it's too dangerous. You're crossing the line.
people our age, Hans!
Don't
Those
start
are the
again
people
with
that need
people
to know
our
about
age,
this.
She's
What are
right.
you talking?
Think about the effect we could have if every student at the university had one of these in
That's
their
enough,
hands.
Kristoff.
Tomorrow is our last opportunity.
Why did you start the White Rose? You wanted people to see the impact the National Socialists were having on our country.
And hypothetically, if we drop them tomorrow morning, we'd have the chance of reaching over 20,000 students by the end of the day. And hypothetically, if we drop them in such a public place, we have the chance of being executed by the end of tomorrow.
We have always known the risks.
Well, then just listen to yourselves. One wrong move, and we're all dead. Does that make sense to any of you?
We have been risking our lives since the day we got here.
We'll be careful. We'll be in and out in 10 minutes. It took us hours to distribute the last leaflets. All of us. Sneaking through town, and that wasn't risky?
You and me. 10 minutes.
In and out.
Let's do this. Christoph, I need your brilliance. Gisela, I need you to write down everything this man says. Trout, I want you to work that printer like you've never worked it before. Sophie, we're going to be here all night. You and Alex, go get everything we'll need till morning? Perfect. All right, everyone. Good luck. Gisela, can you come up here for a second?
What?
Just come here.
Not now, Hans.
No, not that. Just come here, sit, relax. What's wrong?
Let's go out. Just you and me. We need a walk, to get some air. Or we could go see that movie. Come on, Hans. We've been working all day. We need to do something fun.
No, you know we can't.
Why not?
Because we have work to do. Is that what this is about? Is that your problem?
I don't have a problem.
We can go out tomorrow night.
Not if you get caught.
We won't get caught.
This is illegal, Hans. If anyone sees you, they'll...
No one will see us.
How can you be so sure?
Oh, I'm very sure that we
Hans!
Follow the rules, Hans.
Later!
Hans, you really should come down here.
What?
Your sister, she's downstairs.
Huh?
Inga. She's saying something about spring break and...
Damn it! We'll finish this later. Inga! Hey! How are you?
Good. Your hair is floofy.
Thanks.
Hey, where's Soph?
Oh, she just stepped out for a second. Hey, have you, met Trout?
We were just catching up.
Perfect!
So, what are you guys up to?
Nothing.
Just getting some work done.
Yeah, it's stuff for school. And actually, I
Nothing.
should probably get back to it.
See,
It's really nothing you'd be interested in.
So, what brings you by?
Semester break starts tomorrow. My brother and sister have an apartment in the city. Why wouldn't I be here?
Right? Of course. It's just that,
You're working.
Right. And I wouldn't want you to have to,
Interrupt what you're working on?
Exactly.
I get it. I don't want to intrude.
Thank you. You've just been so busy these past few weeks.
Inga.
Gisela, I didn't know you were here.
Look at you.
We have enough food
Here.
to last us at least until midnight. Sophie! Hey!
Have you met Alex?
Nice to meet you.
So,
For what do we owe the pleasure of your company? Okay, I get it. You guys don't want me here.
Unfortunately, we're so busy this time here, and we don't really want you on board.
Why do you have a printer?
For printing.
In your apartment?
we print a lot.
Yeah.
You have no idea. Giselle and I read one newspaper, and you would not
What is
believe
this?
that.
You really don't know?
Well, of course I know what this is. Everyone knows what this is. Someone brought one of these into school last week and talked about turning it in.
We know what it looks like, but
You've been behind this?
We've all been working
Are
very
you
hard.
crazy?
Inga, relax.
You have a death wish.
We've been very careful. And the
Do
last
Mom and Dad know about
No, and they don't need to.
How could you be so selfish?
Selfish!
There are rules you have to follow, Hans. You have
Oh,
to
if
know
everyone
what
just
it
followed the rules, who would be left to stand
is.
up
Of
for?
course it has to be
Hans,
you, because God
Oh,
forbid
you know, because
anyone
if it
else.
wasn't-
Enough! Both of you! Can we talk to you upstairs? Now, Inga. Hans.
This is pointless. It's only paper. The people who read this won't decide to make anything right, but they might decide to turn it in. And what then? Have you thought about what could happen to Mom and Dad?
Do you have any idea?
I don't really care.
You don't mean that.
Inga, it's time for someone, anyone in this country, to stand up and do something.
But why you? Of all people, why is this your problem to
Do
solve?
you have any idea the shame that we will feel when we realize when the whole world realizes that we had the opportunity to do something, and yet we did nothing?
We're not asking you to agree with us. But we're your family. We need to do this. Don't you see that?
I guess so.
Can we trust you?
Yes.
And you understand you can't tell anyone.
I know.
And do you still love us?
Of course I do. All right. I'll get out of your way.
Inga, wait. Will you come back tomorrow after 11?
I've been such a horrible host.
We promised to be a bit more relaxed.
Yes, and I would love to. But you have to make me a promise.
Well, sure.
Promise me that you won't do anything foolish before I get back.
I'm not sure we understand.
Nothing can be done tonight or tomorrow morning that can't wait another day.
We promise. We won't do anything foolish.
Okay. Then I will see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Have you seen my cigarettes?
In my bag.
From its inception, this movement depended on the trickery and betrayal.
Trickery. Try. Deception.
This movement depended on the deception and betrayal of one's fellow man.
Gisela!
Duty calls. Excuse me. They're in the front pocket, Hans, where they always are. Honestly, if you can't find
What
it,
is this?
You know what that is.
Why do you have it?
It doesn't matter.
No, it matters plenty.
Give me the pin.
Why did you bring this into my apartment?
You know it was my father's.
But why do you have it?
I'm sorry. Is there something wrong with me being proud of my father now?
A party sympathizer?
A decorated military officer with a daughter who loves him regardless of his ideology.
He fights for the Nazis.
He's my father.
I can't believe this. Are you with us or not?
Not everything is so black and white, Hans.
Don't you mean right or wrong?
Oh, don't be a bastard.
A bastard.
I am here with you, risking everything, and you dare to challenge my dedication because I'm unwilling to demonize my own family?
Just go.
Fine.
Really?
You asked me to leave.
I knew it.
You have watched me slaving over this project of yours for the past 6 weeks, Hans. Day and night, dedicating my entire life to your mission. It's 2 a.m. I am here, and you still don't trust me?
But why is that here?
Because I love him! And I love you. And I just don't know what else I have to do to prove that to you.
No, you have. You already have.
Have I?
No more questions. I'm sorry.
You know the drill! Sophie, I'll get it.
I knew we couldn't trust her.
Who?
Inga!
Well, Sophie trusts her.
Yes, well, I don't. And we all agreed before this started to keep family out of this.
That's enough.
Okay, all right. Good night.
Who is that?
Miss Romdor, complaining about us being noisy.
Oh, you think. But what if she's suspicious? What if she thinks that she knows what we're doing down here, so she came to find out for herself? And now that she knows, she's making a call so they can stop.
Relax.
No, you don't get it! This entire apartment is blanketed with evidence. What if they find our families?
They can't. That's impossible.
This is why we never should have had your sister
She's
here.
not gonna say anything.
Oh, it wouldn't be the first time someone trusted the wrong person. At my daughter's school, they arrested her parents in their own home for questioning the Reich. Questioning the Reich. We're doing a lot more than that.
Crystal! I know that you're scared. We all are. And I know you'd rather have nothing more than to be home with your family right now. And tomorrow, if you want out, you can have it. But we need you right now.
I'm sorry. Everyone. I am sorry. I'm here.
Everyone just get some rest.
Enough for 2 cups? Of course. Only 4 sugars? It's been a long night. And I think it's gonna be an even longer morning.
be proud. Of what? Of yourself. Look at all you've done.
Look at all we've done. Of course I'm proud.
But aren't you scared? You're not scared. Well, I am terrified.
What scares you the most?
Losing? I admire your tenacity, Sophie. Your brother has it too.
You're right here with us.
Have you ever thought about yourself in all of this? Have you ever thought about everything that you could lose?
Everyone has.
There's still time, Sophie.
No, there's not.
How do you know that this is right?
I cannot think of anything being more right.
There are laws and rules, and we can agree with them or not, but sometimes, Sophie, we just have to follow the rules.
Gisela, what are you saying?
What I'm saying is we can't just... What I'm saying is I'm tired. You know, we're all tired. And I think I need more coffee.
Of course.
Second, I should probably remind my kids of what I look like.
Oh, they could never forget that face.
You know, you don't need to come back if you don't need to be here.
What? And miss the celebration?
I'll bring the champagne.
Oh, that's exactly what we'll need. You know, you don't need to take this. Christoph can do it.
Let's go.
All right, everyone, listen up. We've worked all night, but we're not done yet. Classes start in an hour. We've printed more leaflets in one night than ever before. Every person has the opportunity to make a difference. And you have chosen to make that difference. Stick to the plan, and we'll be back here at 11. Are we ready?
I'm ready. We all are.
Well, let's go.
There's no need for you both to go. Sophie can handle herself.
We'll be quicker with two of us. It will take 10 minutes and we'll be back here at 11. I'll see you soon. Oh, and lock the door before you leave.
I'm sorry. I've got to call Herta. I was so eager to get here that I didn't
Hold on a
stop at
minute.
home. Are Hans and Sophie back yet?
Well, they're not here. 1 second.
Are they back yet?
No, not yet.
Typical Hans.
I brought the champagne.
Champagne? Hans has brandy in his bedroom.
I have class this afternoon.
What? And this isn't worth celebrating?
I'll go get the glasses then.
Glasses for the toast. What are we toasting?
Whose bag is that?
Oh, mine. Sorry.
So, where are we off to next?
Oh, do you ever just take a moment to enjoy a victory?
Victory? What victory? What happened?
Oh, wait. We can't toast until everyone is here.
What are we toasting?
Your brother and sister.
Oh, you should have seen it. It was amazing. It was practically raining leaflets.
It was amazing.
What did they do?
Victory has arrived.
Get in here.
Don't they have a key?
Guys, can you let me in?
I'll get it.
I can't believe
So,
it.
what do you
Hans
mean it
and
was
Sophie
raining
are up
leaflets?
Well, what I mean
Rolling
is that...
leaflets. Just the most beautiful.
No, wait, no,
I'm going! I'm going!
There's nothing we can't do. Hey, Alex! You monster! What have you done? Don't touch me. What are you doing? I did everything that you asked. No! No, let me go! I'm one of you! I'm one of you! I've already told you everything!
That was the last day I saw my friends Sophie Scholl, Christoph Probst, Alexander Schmerel, and my beloved Hans. They followed their plans and dropped stacks of copies in the empty corridors for students to find when they left the lecture rooms. Finishing before the lectures had ended, Sophie flung the last remaining leaflets from the top floor down into the atrium. Their actions did not go unnoticed, and they were immediately taken into Gestapo custody. 1 week later, they stood trial before the Nazi People's Court and were found guilty of treason. Hans, Sophie, Alex, and Christoph were sentenced to death and executed the same day by guillotine. Although I chose allegiance to the party, I was arrested as well. After lengthy interrogations, Trout, Inga, and I escaped the fate of the others and were released. Despite capture and execution, the White Rose had the last say against Nazi Germany. The organization's final leaflet was successfully smuggled out of the country and received by Allied forces. Printed in large numbers, millions of copies were airdropped over Germany by Allied aircraft. I spent the rest of my days knowing that in some small way, I had the opportunity to change the world, but instead, I chose fear. In times of injustice, many people choose to stand for what is right, but there are also many people who choose to do nothing. I am one of them.